I never want to spend time in my garden when it looks like this. Hey friends, and welcome back to The Provident Gardener. My name is Amanda, and today's video is a little bit different, but I think just as important. It's all about making your garden a place you want to be so that you will spend time in it, taking care of it, and making it productive. Because if you don't like being in your garden, then things aren't going to grow, and it's not going to go the way you want it to. So stay tuned, and we're going to learn all about it. The plants in your garden don't just feed your body, they really feed your soul. And I've noticed when I have a garden that is tidy and peaceful and that I enjoy being in, I show up more consistently. And when I show up more consistently, I notice problems faster and can take care of them. I harvest more so nothing overgrows and stays on the plants too long. And I'm just happier. This year has actually been a lot of hard work in the garden. We have built the entire thing up from scratch. We focused on raised beds because in our experience, that's what's easiest for us to work with. We also put in arched trellises using cattle panel to have more vertical space to give our vining plants room to grow up instead of sprawl out. And we did a ground cover that we like and will be clean and tidy for us. And now I love being in my new garden. I love being out here with my plants, seeing how they're doing and checking on them. It's peaceful, it's beautiful, and I want to be out here. And she wants to be out here too. I sometimes even find myself coming out here when I don't need to, when I need a few moments of quiet, when I just want to see how things are doing and be in a beautiful place. Now, let's talk ground cover because it's a game changer. If you leave your ground bare, just dirt, it's going to be dirty. When you water, when it rains, it'll get muddy and gross, and that's just not as pleasant to be in. We chose this rock to put around all of our beds, and we really like it so far. But it doesn't come without its own challenges, and it's not maintenance free. Just like anywhere else, we have weeds, and those weed seeds are going to blow around and land in these rocks. And yes, they are going to sprout and grow in the rocks. You know, sometimes I wonder why our plants can't do that. But anyway, I digress. When the weeds grow up in the rocks, they're actually really easy to pull. It just requires maintenance because if you let it get out of control, then it will be overwhelming for you. So I've tried to get in the habit of just when I'm walking in and around the garden, if I see a weed popping up, I'll just reach down and pull it up. No big deal. So far, that's the biggest downside we've noticed with the rocks. Now, what are some other options for ground cover if you have raised beds? In our old garden, we used wood chips and we loved it because they were easy to get, very affordable, easy to install, and they still looked good. But the second year, we started noticing problems. Those wood chips created an environment for a lot of bugs and pests, especially roly-polies or pill bugs or potato bugs, whatever you call them where you live. They loved those wood chips and they would get in our beds and they would actually eat our seedlings, eat the food that our plants were growing for us. We had a horrible garden year that year because of pests, and we have vowed to never do wood chips again. Now, I'm sure there is a way to do it and keep the bugs under control, but it's just not for us, is what we've learned. Second is straw, but straw can get messy and it's going to blow around, move around a lot. That wouldn't be my pick, but maybe where you live, it's what works for you. Another option is a living ground cover, grass or clover. This is actually what my mother-in-law Kylene does, and it looks beautiful. The maintenance that's required is really just mowing, and they mow it when they mow the rest of their property. There are a lot of options for ground cover with raised beds, and there's no one right or wrong answer. It all depends on you, where you live, your environment, what your garden is like, the type of time you have for maintenance. So many factors go into decisions like this. So it's important for you to do your research, try different things, and figure out what works best for you. You don't need to do a big overhaul or remodel on your garden to make it a place you want to be. Small changes can make a big difference. Maybe add a bench or some flowers, some arched trellis ways to take advantage of vertical space. Don't feel like you have to do something huge and spend a lot of money. Small changes can make a big difference, even just keeping your path tidy and clean. My garden has become a sanctuary for me, a place where I can feel peace and joy, and I hope it can for you too. Let me know in the comments what makes your garden feel special. And if you're dreaming up a garden makeover, I'd love to hear your ideas. Don't forget to like and subscribe to follow along, because we have a whole lot more growing to do together. And remember, don't be afraid to get a little dirt under your fingernails to grow food for your family and create a space that is joyful and peaceful for you.